there, fans. Welcome back to Prime Animations. Welcome back to another action figure review. Just got this in through the mail this morning, so I was really excited to order this. This is a 2-pack of Deathbird and Gladiator, right? We've got the Imperial Guard here. Love Gladiator, one of my favorite characters. As a matter of fact, I was so impressed by him when he first showed up back in the 90s X-Men cartoon. The fact that he just took Juggernaut and flung him. First of all, he took a hit from Juggernaut and didn't even budge. Then he grabs Juggernaut by the hand and just flings him across, I don't know, a sea, a lake, whatever, some type of body of water. And it was just phenomenal. And so he's like the Superman version of Marvel's version of Superman, but without the moral compass, right? He serves at the whoever's sitting on the throne of the Shi'ar Empire, whether they're good or bad. He doesn't care about their motives, their morals. He's there to guard and protect, a man who takes his job very, very seriously. And then we've got Deathbird here, who's the evil sister of the Queen and Deken, the brother. I think the sister's name is Lilandra. There we go. Her name's Lilandra. So I've been looking forward to getting this 2-pack since it was announced. Nothing much on the side, but a small illustration there of the two. You've got some their bio right here, nice illustrations there as well. Same thing on the side, some different poses. Nice thing. Nothing much on the top, nothing much on the bottom. Let's go ahead and open them up and see what they look like. All right, and first up to bat here is Deathbird. I gotta be honest with you, I think Toy Biz made a Deathbird action figure, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember, and I think I may have purchased it at one point. I really can't remember. It's been so long ago. But I know that this is the first one from Hasbro. So looks really, really nice. Look at the face sculpt, really evil. This head garment here, the detail in the hair, right? It's more like feathers, I think, for these types of humanoids. Really nice detail overall in the outfit. I mean, it's not just some type of a latex suit, right? You've got some armor, you've got some different layers. Makes it look very, very interesting. You got these forearm gauntlets, and then you've got all this metallic, these wirings that come across. I don't know what they're for. Maybe, I don't know, wings or something like that. I thought she was supposed to have wings. I thought she could fly. I don't really remember, man. It's been such a long time. But she's got this cape that she comes with, and again, it's patterned almost like a dragon scale pattern. Looks really nice. You could almost say it with feathers, also layered feathers. But I think the dragons look cooler. Overall, really, really nice sculpt. Now, I do have an initial problem here right off the bat, is that she comes with no accessories whatsoever. What you see is what you get. No alternate hands whatsoever. No alternate face. This is it. This is what you're getting for, I don't know, what's the price point? 55, 60 bucks, something like that. A little bit disappointing when it comes to that. The face, the sculpt itself is great. Let's take a look at some of the articulation, right? You've got your leg bend, you've got your knee. That's a great amount of knee, so it's double jointed there. Your ankle, I don't know if that's got a swivel. Yes, it does have a swivel, right? You are limited here in the shoulder, right? Because of these, I don't know what they are, these tubes or whatever, right? So you're not going to go all the way up. They are connected into this forearm gauntlet. So you are limited there. You can bend, right? It does have some bicep bend. Upper torso, no waist articulation, which is a shame. The neck, great expression on the face, by the way. She looks really evil. I just like, wow, scared me a little bit when I looked into her face. It looks real demonic. But really cool overall as far as that goes. The articulation, again, there are 2 points that are missing in my opinion. I do think the waist is a miss, and then there's some limitation there in the shoulder, some limitation in the neck. So as far as articulation goes, I would say she's about an 8, which is not bad. All right, let's take a look at Gladiator now, yeah? All right, so here is Gladiator out of the package, and just so we can get a size comparison between the two, because he does look bigger, right? He does look a little bit bigger, as he should, right? Both of their capes are made out of plastic, which is good. I do want to note that, and this is, a solid piece. Now, I don't know if this is the same mold. So Gladiator came out a while ago. I don't know if this is the same mold or not. I don't think it is. I think it might be a different mold. I don't know who they used, but it may look a little bit different. We'll compare the two. But right now, as you can see here, he's got this very serious look on his face. He's got those elf ears and whatnot. But a solid, very, very muscular figure, which is good because that's how he should be, right? You've got this lighter tone of blue from the original. The original had a little bit of a darker tone. And the red is pretty much comic accurate right now. As far as accessories, he does come with 2 additional hands. So he's got these closed fists, right? So he's got the current hands. He's got one that's semi-open and one that's completely open, and then he's got the fist to go with it. And then you do get an alternate head sculpt, which is good. This is where he's more fierce. He's angry. He's about to I-beam the heck out of you. It's about to I-beam you back into, I don't know, next Tuesday or something like that. But really, I really like the facial expression here. I like how this effect is. I mean, it looks like it's glued on here or whatnot, but it's part of the head sculpt, which is phenomenal. I really do like that. So my biggest issue with this is the fact that we're not getting a whole lot of accessories. Now, when it comes to Gladiator, I think based on this is the bare minimum, I guess. This suffices, right? I would have liked to have seen maybe some actual I-beam, since they do it with Cyclops. I would have liked to have seen something similar with him that kind of maybe wraps around the head or something like that. But for, the fact that we're getting at least something is better than nothing, like it is with Deathbird. So as far as articulation goes, again, you got the same thing. You got your leg, you got your thigh, right? You got your knee. This one does have a calf, so that's really good. You've got your ankles, right? I don't think this one's on a swivel. No, this one's not on a swivel. At least it doesn't seem like it, right? You've got the cape. The cape sits better here on this one than it did the original. You do have a peg in the back, so you can place that in there. It was the same way in the... Not that that really worked, to be quite frank. But anyhow. So you do have some waist, and you do have upper body. So that's pretty good as far as that goes. All right. So he looks kind of weird. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get a better pose out of him than what we've got here. All right. How does that look? All right, so we got a slightly better pause. Not a whole lot. All right, let's go ahead and compare him with some other action figures, yeah? All right, and here are the 2 Gladiators together. The coloring is slightly different. The newer version has a more solid blue. This one has a very dark, almost like a mix of, there's a hint of like dark gray in there. So it gives us this dark color. The red is a little bit more vibrant. I do think it is a different body sculpt based on what I'm looking at. I don't know, I'm not 100% the expert, but it looks like the shoulders, the deltoid area seems to be a little bit more defined, a little bit plumpier or bigger on the newer model. The head sculpt is definitely different. You could see that. Even the tone in the purple skin is different. The mohawk looks different also. So I don't know. It looks like it could be a different mold. There's areas that make me think that it's not, but I'm not 100% sure. It is what it is. Is it worth the upgrade for the additional piece? I think it is. I think it is. I think just to have these two, this alternate head face, it just makes it worth it, in my opinion. Again, that's just my opinion. You might not think an additional head is worth it. This is a solid action figure, and I don't think you're missing out too much if you don't pick this one up. But if you are able to pick it up, I would recommend it. It would be a nice update, in my opinion. It looks like my nephew's getting another action figure. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Deathbird with her sister. Yeah. All right, and here is Deathbird with Empress Lilandra. Right, you could see here, nice looking action figure. The 2 sisters. One good, one bad. As a matter of fact, if we look at this family tree, right, you've got 2 bad siblings and 1 good queen. So Really, really nice. I'm glad that I have this pair completed. It would be really cool if we do get a Deken, right? He's the brother that in the cartoon stole the Emkron crystal, and then the Phoenix was able to beat him. But it would be cool to have him as an additional, piece to go along with the Shi'ar siblings, right? And then if I bring Gladiator back into the mix here, we've got a good set of the Shi'ar Empire right there happening, right? Move them so we can see a little bit more. It would be, you know what? I would really like to see some more of the Imperial Guard, right? There was a fire guy. There was one guy that got, he could shapeshift or mass shift. Excuse me. No, there was another person that could shapeshift. There was Oracle, who was a telepath, right? So you had all these cool Imperial Guard characters that we've really never got to see them. I think the most that we've gotten to see is maybe 1 or 2 at the most. But I would definitely like to see an expansion of the Imperial Guard. But these 3 figures of the Shi'ar Empire are pretty good to start with. So look forward to the next set, hopefully, if they got it. So guys, this is my review. It is a good box set to get, especially if you like Deathbird, if you want to add more to your Shi'ar collection. And I do think that it is a nice upgrade from the old. I originally didn't think it looking at the pictures, but once I've compared it in hand, I do think it is a nice upgrade. Again, is it worth 50, almost 60 bucks? That's on you. I think it is. Maybe some of you guys might not agree with me, but that's my review, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you guys on the next video. Take care. Peace out. Till all are one. Bye-bye.